for them anyway. So I look at that and I feel like right now the veto definitely has been played well by Sprout. I feel like they're on the hotter form overall. I feel like Sprout are probably going to take this series 2-1. I'm going to give them at least a map of Double Pony.
Yeah, I'm going to join you as well. I don't think there'll be a 2-0 coming into the mix here, only because Double Pony have been playing some pretty good Counter-Strike over the course of the day. For Sprout, they're still going to be able to take it for me, Jay, so definitely going to a third map, but I think the German core are going to be able to get this through.
Let's see how far they can go. Ancient will be the first map of the series in this one. You mentioned Sprout trying to see if they can work this into their map pool. Let's see whether it will be a competent map for them in the opener. They're on the T side start, Double Pony on the CT election. Double flash and defuse for bodyy. No util across most players of Sprout. They've put the Molotov over and Slacks. Rolls brought that down with a smoke as well. No upgrade pistols in play.
Yeah, Afro could get baited in by exercises the attention over and just hope that the T's just overlook him completely. The lookout for Spiidy's going to be late towards the B side, but the play into A's coming in now.
Taps on from Exercise, drawing out some damage on Slacks, trying to call in some backup as well. Rotations becoming in thick and fast, but Afro ahead of Platt could be on for a hell of a sequence of his own. 4 players to catch, and the counter flashes in from Double Pony are going to force Sprout to counter rotate instead.
Yeah, well, just because they get flashed off so many times, they think to themselves, we've wasted so much time already. Double Pony have already started probably stacking up the bomb site, and Spiidy's got this lurk into B. Unfortunately, it doesn't quite work out for getting site control, and Jocko drops him. Now for Sprout on the rotation, they're going to know Double Pony's got the pick.
Try and push back into that B site contention. Jocko's going to look for even more. Did he hear any footsteps out towards lane? I don't think he did. Slow walks coming in from the Sprout side. Double Pony. Jocko set. Lucky gets gooshed up. Jocko gets that one headshot on Raws. Looking for the next player of Kai and faveN. Only able to get damage on Kai. Kai with the kill. And Slacks on the backstab. Exercise is watching it, but he still gets picked up. A 3 versus 3. A counter flank in, a cut off Afro. The same. He gets that second headshot. Turns around 180 for the triple as well. What a sequence from Slacks. What a pistol round for Sprout.
Alrighty, Slacks is really starting to show up, and this is a guy that joined the team very early on into the year, Jay, in January, still trying to put his footmark in to show himself what the capability he has, and he shows it there in the pistol. There was not a lot that went right for Sprout before the execution. The way that they try and go into A, they have to cancel, they lose the lurk and the push forward to come in for Spiidi. It really was Slacks' play in the backstab, aggressing through from candles that was the turnaround element.
Big pickup for Sprout thanks to that individual. Afro, the scout on a force buy, however, does his own big frag to kick things off against Slacks. Headshot connected out of main. And the start up for Double Pony on this force buy round is still peeking in to do some more damage. He's taking some more of his own. 3 T-side players out here. The Molotov will force him out of Temple and all. But Sprout, again, not going to commit towards this A site.
Good to see pressure being applied on the force buy straight away in for Double Pony, giving themselves another opening man advantage. There are a few players into the candles position that could get overextended if there's any more mollies or even just util going down towards this mid position.
Shots on faveN and bodyy. Back and forth with the trades, keeping the man advantage for Double Pony here, thanks to that earlier scout pick. body's looking for more as well. Backup has also arrived in a donut, but exercise does not last much longer. So 3v3, making it 2. The bomb gets dropped by bodyy. Another good headshot for his Deagle, looking for Rawls. Next now being flanked in by Lucky's own part. Drops the bomb for a 3rd time in this round. It's Spiidi. Mac 10 up, going to look for his picks. Making a lot of noise now. bodyy is a known entity. Takes round 180. They'll look at the Lucky still low HP now. Advantage swings towards Spiidy's favor. He holds on to the round itself. A triple up for him. But a very expensive one for Sprout.
I'm actually kind of digging another force buy for Double Pony. And it is very unorthodox, Jay, but it's just knowing how much damage you were able to do. And it was the Mac 10 with the last weapon that recovered an AK. I wonder if Double Pony backed themselves to just try something off-center that you're not going to expect and force it up. Yeah, there we are.
Man's caught it. M4, Nova, SMG, Deagle, and a scout. Molotov's in, counter nades back, doing a ton of damage to Spiidi and faveN already. And Afro boosted up to the back of the B site. Will try lean in to look out towards this ramp position, but seeing nothing so far. Catching no contact. Double Pony being tentative about this peak. Finds there, commit towards it, drop the bomb.
Already a pretty decent start into the round. Jocko thinking about extending a little bit wider. Further damage coming through onto Kai. And this speed defense is really starting to stack up.
Afro and Kai training back and forth. Rules on 5 HP thanks to Lucky's transgressions. A 4 versus 3 for Double Pony. And a major HP advantage above 2 players on the Sprout side. This is not looking good for them.
Now, even Exercise has been able to push himself right the way forward in from A main. Probably not going to use the Nova at that kind of range to go over to the USP, but it's information gathering to stack up B.
M4 of Afro finds Slacks, picks up another good pick against the high HP player as well. Total of 14 points of health across both Rules and Kai. And as Rules falls, Kai knows that he's probably not getting out of this round alive. Facing from the Nova of Exercise. Could pick it up at long range here, honestly. It depends on when he faces. Now player's been seen. He gets away relatively scot-free here. Might try for a rotation back. That's honestly his best call.
Well, probably save the weapon, because they're going to force buy anyway next round, the double eco status. So you know you're going to buy it up. This entry path into A is open for ourselves, but he doesn't know that. Doesn't have that information. Just hold on to the AK, bring it into the next round, and force buy around it.
Keep that one weapon in. You do mention the force buy, though, and that's the big concern for Sprout. There's not a lot of cash in the savings and not a lot of loss bonus, so that second round and the damage that was output towards Sprout will come back to bite them here. Looking at $2,800 maximum for Spiidi.
And again, that is a very unorthodox force buy, but it had context to the matter, knowing how expensive the round was. Got to remember too, this is ancient, and for the CT side, you really want to start grinding those rounds up. So if you're able to put pressure on the early start, make it uncomfortable for the T side economy, and sort of get yourself going, then a lot of teams will actually try and force in that sort of a scenario. And for Double Pony, it actually comes out successful.
Yeah, merits of that forced investment, and of course, hard reset against Sprout as a result of that. Double Pony can start to take control on the CT side. They've got their first round of the board. 2 AKs are in play for Sprout, though. Spiidi sacrificed his Kevlar basis and any sort of upgrade pistols he could gain. Passing off that AK off towards Rolls. faveN hoping for a peek in towards Cheetah. He's just leaning up as the Galil bursts back. Lucky and bodyy will take contact. bodyy will take damage. Dishing out very little with that HE.
Now, Sprout gaining this mid-control has given a lot of respect up. No one in Donut, deep in from Candles for the City side, just jiggle peeking for bodyy. You'd have to imagine for him, try and see if he could take a peek and just fall back and play further passive.
Lean up. bodyy. AK backing up. Smoke perfectly timed as well. Knows exactly what's going on here. Afro will take face, but loses shot. Now the two players at Cheetah are the only ones left on the B side control. But it looks like Sprout want to commit to the A side, or do they? Perhaps not here. Back in and try and keep their heads tucked low, away from the CT forces. Only one player in at K, that's Lucky, with it all to do himself. Face in, tagged up, forced away. Kai almost gets away with the kill.
And even faveN's lurk play, try to see if they can pull all the attention over towards the site itself. Spam through. That bomb's going behind the pillar position. This is a difficult retake for Double Pony. At least they've finally got a man advantage.
Now recognizing now where that bomb's been planted, the other side of the totem. Open at long and ramp. Rules. Find these players coming in. The AK with a swing up against bodyy. The taps forward to the AK and exercise the same situation. bodyy will fall to Kai. 3 versus 3. Flashes in. Jocko checks corner. Kai gets dealt with. Rules backed up and Slacks closing in the backstab here. Rules is going to hold off against it. The defuse being stuck by Jocko. Exercise the face back in. Sprays through. He gets his kill together. Slacks with 1, but he hasn't got time for the second. The defuse gets held by Jocko, and it will be 2 apiece for Double Pony.
I wonder if Sprout rebuy it here. It's just that they've got the extra cash injection of the bomb plan, and they hold on to an M4A1S. If they're feeling gutsy, they can actually force buy it here.
It's possible, and I'd say it's pretty likely here. Tactical pause taken by the Sprout side to decide upon that. Seeing a lot of the force buys off the back of damages so far in this matchup, and it could still reset Double Pony here for Sprout, so it's not exactly like it's off the table.
No, and so far in that round, I think it's probably slightly underwhelming for Sprout that they didn't come through there. They had a pretty good setup of aggressing forward. They put some util down towards CT spawn. Rouse hits an instant connection to the backlines over at that B side to get that bomb plant in and open up. Just not really finding enough on a post plant. And knowing, too, that you've sort of got the backlines and cave control and the bomb's not planted for either, or at least it's more difficult so it's not out in the open, it basically meant that as soon as that smoke goes onto the bomb, actually trying to get that diffuser off is going to be a very difficult fight. And that's what Sprout struggled with. Get the buy through. 4 rifles a deagle. Overall, it's still a pretty decent-looking buy.
So it's the potential to win the round itself. 2 AKs. And again, Sprout hunting for that reset. bodyy will lean up. M4 in hand. faveN looking for a crack angle, going for the wallbang, seeing Jocko and getting the frag back to start things off.
Oh, the counter spam's coming through back in for Lucky, getting very close. Both players trying to see if they can catch each other off. Finally, the HG is going to do so, and bodyy spamming through the candle smoke deals with rouse.
Perfect nade placement, perfect blind kill, and double pony will get the man advantage for it. Losing one of those rifles, the second AK on the back of Kai now. It's contacting against Spiidi. Goes down to the hands of bodyy. Slacks will finally get the trade against the triple kill player, but Exercise responds to him all the same. And it's Kai in a 1 versus 3 situation now.
Yeah, Kai just hoping to kind of force an over-aggressive fight. In this sort of position, though, he's the lurker, and all of his A-site presence in from main just have not come through drops. They've now been able to drop that bomb outside of main, times 45 seconds. If you can isolate the one pick towards the left-hand side to the back of the side, he might be able to get back over to the bomb and get it planted. Needs to win this fight straight away. Down on 10 points of health, though.
Dinked up by Exercise. The bomb should get recovered. Whether it gets committed is another question entirely. It probably does, actually. But the retake is the other main concern, and the nade just rains in from afro. It's not even taking any time to try and go for the retake. Just get the dunk down, get the defuse, get the round and the lead for double pony.
Sprout might buy again, though, Jay. You have a think here. 3 players falling, bomb plant, extra cash injection. I think you have to rebuy it. I think we're just going to get into a state where we're just getting rifle rounds rather than forces, because this actually looks very promising with the money flow.
I mean, you see 3 AKs coming out immediately, and you can see why they go for that buy-up. The bomb plant bonus definitely aiding the T-side economy state.
Yeah, if they didn't get that bomb plant, there'd be no way they'd buy it up here.
Yeah. Galileo in for Slacks. Rules can afford the Mac 10 with a full set of utility. So, yes, they will be in for the force buy. And double pony still on reset status. So, Sprout have a lot of potential in this round. Justifying the force invest. And, I mean, it's basically been a buy for every single round so far.
Yeah, it's just going to be who really wrecks one another. Because at some point or another, there's going to be someone down with just no money. Who's it going to be? Only time is going to tell. And this AWP looking down the aggressive ramp presence. They don't have the information just yet that faveN's already walked up as aggressively as he has. And they're lining up nades for just a B-site exit.
Well, Lucky trying to nade his way out of the cheated position, try and force them back if it's all possible. Incendiaries and counter smokes come back to suppress them at the B doors. Jocko takes face, loses his life, so does Lucky, the same to Kai. Damage being done towards Spiidi and faveN as Afro's desperate to get an AWP pick in. So is bodyy with the M4 out towards long. But it's all a ruse. The execution comes in. They don't commit with the bomb. It rotates back out towards window, and Exercise gets a chance to pick up a frag on rolls only.
Now, things get difficult now, because now you start second-guessing yourself whether that counteraction was the right play. Slacks is still waiting for some over-aggression that's going to come out from ramp. Get yourself punished. 4v2. Double pony, they're split at the moment.
Afro will get faveN at least. No nade to go to Spiidi's position to smoke back. Spot the second man, Akai, and get it back to a 2v2. Will tank some damage. Spot the next player facing away from position. The AWP can't catch the bomb carrier. Its Exercise falls. It's all on Afro to clutch this. Up for the 4K. 1 on 2. Sneaking into the bomb site, has no idea that one man of Spiidi's made his way back into K position. Case of timing on the peak, and Slacks is going to go ahead and join him. That bomb in the wood wall bang positions. Afro Deagle faces back with Spiidi, catches the headshot and catches the rounds.
And now you get into a difficult position for double pony, because 1900 loss bonus, body's double eco, Lucky's double eco, but Exercise, Jocko and Afro aren't. So the whole team's not double eco, but you've got certain individuals that are. You might want to try and force it up just for those kind of couple and give yourself as much backing into the round as possible. Now, around there, for Sprout, Jay, it felt a little bit uneasy, and maybe if they would have just gone with the advantages they already had and just committed with the advantage, they would have found more success and more players staying alive than what actually happened.
Another force buy from double pony here for round 7. This really is a game of force buys. Mac 10 in for Kai. Afro very far ahead. Maybe an unorthodox position for the CT forces. 5-7 takes contact. M4 takes face, but Kai wins out that fight. And that's the rifles now removed from play immediately. Rapping against Lucky, gets him overwhelmed. 2 left standing. 1 shot for Jocko. Does connect to faveN, but it's a 4v2 for Sprout.
And now for double pony, I think you kind of need to be backing off here. Just hold on to what you've got, bring it into the next round. This was a force buy. 2v4 positions, very difficult with a couple of deagles. And both of them aren't really in contention for all too much. At least they're towards the B side.
Flash in with the deagle to take face. Slack steals with him. Exercise alone. They're going to go full eco in the next round. He wants to try to get some exits, try to get an AK if possible. Burning out of position. I don't think they got the info though. Sprays forward, rolls, evading, wrap around from Kai. Instead comes up with the Mac 10. Gets his triple, plenty of cash being gained for him. Get past of an AK as well, so they can even keep the investment from flowing forward for them. 4-3, Sprout defend the lead.
And with this 5-game winning streak coming through for Sprout, there have been some high-end competition. LDLC, Saw, Movistar Riders is definitely the big one. And then Nemega, and then, of course, Forza only a few hours ago in this qualifier. So carrying that momentum forward, continuing to put results up. And now knowing that finally the force buying war is over, now Sprout can get settled.
You mentioned the Forza and LDLC camps. Of course, both of those matchups had this map played in it. 16-13 and 16-14 respectively. Sprout walking to their T side still. Got Kai leaning forward. Trying to hunt for the CT presence on the B side. Boost up for Slacks or look in. Not catch anything so far.
Just waiting for a jiggle. And for Double Pony, you're just probably waiting for any kind of an overextension, like maybe a walk up towards the top of ramp, and then as soon as you catch someone, everyone explodes. This backstab, though, for Fafa could make a lot of money.
Oh, nice. And your CTs to gain. A knife could be on the table. I think the concern will be the player up at the front foot. Gets his 2 kills. Looking for the triple as well. AK for Spiidi can strike and get a bit of support involved. Stacks with the auto frag. And faveN closes with the Glock, so not quite as many frags on the Mac 10 as they'd like it to be, but they're still able to maintain the 4 AK, or the 3 AKs, the 4 rifles overall. Spiidi can also reinvest, so we should be seeing 4 guns out. Same thing can be said for Double Pony. The cash is there. No, actually, they might go for a half buy here. Jocko's bought the SMG. No, but Exercise goes on the M4, so it's just going to be utility basis.
Yeah, just have that hero weapon. Everyone else be able to buy down quite heavy. I mean, even with the knife, $1,500 you can look at. Well, he got the same. 2 Mac 10 kills and a Glock. Get 3 overall. That adds up to 1,500. So working about the same, and it was probably a bit safer. And this is a round, though, where when you're going for this sort of an investment, Jay, you've got to make it worth it. And this is why Double Pony are having the setup of taking lane control. The only issue is it's still going to start driving Sprout into that A side. Yeah,
and they know they lost that lane control thanks to faveN in the back of the B doors. Exercises hero M4, however, gets 2 kills for it. Value gained out of this weapon. 5 on 3. He's on 24 HP. Might want to pass that gun off to somebody else. Definitely not bodyy as he goes down to Slacks and starts things off for the Sprout side.
Resmoke down towards Temple's just going to slow that backstab play in from the M4. I don't know how much more Exercise can really find here, Jay.
Rolls, pick up Afro, Lucky, and Exercise actually do get the kills together. faveN struggles, gets dinged to 7 points of health, and Lucky's on the defuse. 10 seconds to the stick. faveN doesn't see him. Spray through the left. Oh, he thinks he might not be there, but he gets the headshot in the end. And had Lucky gone for that contact, that kill, it probably could have gone his way as well. A missed opportunity for Double Pony, but they get so much damage done.
And that was actually really the basis of, if you go for a hero weapon, that's kind of the damage you're looking for. That was an excellent round out for Double Pony, even though it didn't quite come through all the way. A triple kill comes through from Exercise. Lucky realizes he's probably deep in A main. We've already got the information. I can't really tap the bomb and draw the fight because he might not peek me all the way, so I'm just going to stick it. Hope to stick the 10 seconds. Doesn't quite happen. Sprout up 6-3.
Double Pony on the guns once again. A true rifle v rifle round off the back of saved and built up loss bonuses. Exercise doing wonders in that last round. I wonder if he can do anything in this one. Has 2. Set back towards that donut position alongside Afro. It's Jocko and Lucky taking first contact. And that's a B site, but doesn't see anything so far.
Yeah, 3 on B for Double Pony. Quite a few of them are starting to use their nades, see if they can stall for any time out towards that ramp position, stop a walk up. And Slacks with the AWP. Haven't seen a lot of AWPing because of the money just being completely wrecked from both of these teams, so now we've actually got the indication of what it could be like.
Looking forward for Rolls and Kai. Afro set with the AWP. Waiting for Prey to peek round the corner. Flashbang into the right-hand side instead. He connects that shot. Exercise gets 2. Perfect crossfire. A good round for Double Pony.
I don't often see a couple of players in Donut, and that attention just drives over. Afro getting 1, multi-frag coming through for Exercise, and now they've just got the ice locked on that walkout from A main. Rotation coming from CT spawn. A near impossible round to recover from Sprout. Just hold on to your weapons, probably bring it into the next is the best option.
At least 1 extra frag can get found, but nothing major outside of that for Sprout. Double Pony could strike right back into this one, forward to the board, trying to see if they can regain that lead and try and establish themselves on the CT half, which is usually where the best halves come from on Nation. Sprout definitely have had their moments thus far. Is this where things start to change?
It's really just felt with the pace of the game and the way that these rounds are going that suffocation is coming through from both of these teams. Not a lot of comfort is ever coming out. Normally we get games where, take the last one as the prime example we had on this channel, Jay. Long streaks, momentum rounds, half bye. It feels as if all of these rounds that we're witnessing from Sprout and from Double Pony of what they're bringing, anyone can win any of them.
Sprout, of course, reinvest around themselves. AK with faveN leans in first, sees the AWP. I'm not sure actually if he caught vision ahead of the Molotov. Afro certainly did. Picks up that opener. Repositioning back towards long. Now watch out from the ramp position. Might be more contact there for Sprout, but they're playing careful, trying to insert themselves in towards that mid position. Afro will catch Slacks as a secondary pick goes towards his way. A 5v3 gains.
Even the spam going down onto Rouse, making it difficult. HE going down to the bottom of that ramp position, getting even closer to 9 points of health, and even having the indication to watch out for the backstab into Candles. Afro's going to find his third, you'd have to imagine, with the AWP. The jiggle trying to come out. Afro again striking.
Yeah, perfect shot. Another one to add to his tally. A triple in this round for Afro. Lucky now looking for his first. As of right now, Sprout not going to give up anything. Rules is desperate to get something. Kind of a similar scenario. 60 HP for him. Rules on 9, now 0. As Jocko gets his frag involved, and Kai is left alone to basically just fall down at this stage. Double Pony should gain their 5th, and it felt so easy as well.
And the AWP finding a lot of picks. Afro just on the edge of the smoke, having a slight gap in that bottom right corner. Allows himself to see again. 13 kills and 7 deaths. Really stepping up with that quad shot. Sprout taking the second tactical, realizing, okay, well, Spiidi can buy himself, Kai can buy himself, Slacks can buy himself, might have to drop Rouse or faveN. We can still get a buy forward in a force. There are going to be limitations here or there. Slacks even might decide just to go for the AWP and drop an AK2.
Second tactical pause called in by Sprout. And through half of their attacks thus far. Figuring out where to go on the T-side half. They are going to get another force buy-in, which is pretty on brand with how this match has gone down so far, so I'm not too shocked. Believe a weapon was dropped for rolls here. Can't quite tell.
No, he doesn't have anything. No.
It did look like Slacks investing into 8 grand. Seemed like he did drop a rifle, but that's not ended up being the case.
He dropped faveN and AK and then bought himself an AWP, so that's where the full investment was coming in from.
Okay. So just the PT50 for rolls. Khalil in for Spiidi. And AK's on faveN and Kai with the AWP out for Slacks. Already Kai has taken a ton of damage. Lucky attempting these wall bangs, and they've come out pretty successful so far. Kai's got to evade him though. 45 HP. It could be one spray from death.
Yeah, you'd hate to be a lane lurk on T-side in the current meta of Ancient because you're just getting spammed everywhere in from that cheated position. It's always difficult to make sure that you're trying to get map presence without taking damage. Boost up that you don't always see towards that Candles position only lands through for a leg shot, so Exercise is down to 27. A missed opportunity there for Sprout to capitalize on an opening man advantage. At least damage has been done.
Smokes up, faveN. Thinking about putting a counter smoke in towards that ramp position, but Lucky's going to press forward before he even gets it out. Facing against Kai, catches the headshot, kicks things off on the right foot for Double Pony. And they just want to fall back from here. They've got the advantage, no need to continue aggressing.
Yeah, it's pretty clever. In for Double Pony, no point holding the contention. There's now been a lurk smoke out in A, so that's going to start driving some attention over. Rouse is hoping to hear a rotation or just some sort of footstep, a smoke, whatever it may be from that city side, and see if he can pincer an avenue to get aggressive to catch a wrap forward. This play, though, is really just only the individual. It's the majority of players out from B looking to go in.
Facility is set, smokes towards long and short. The M4 of Lucky will try and engage ahead of the smoke regardless. faveN is going to deal with him anyway. Easy picks, 2 players left on the CT side will try to get themselves on a boost up. Afro catching rolls out towards mid, I believe. 4 versus 3 as the bombers get planted and he leans in to join the retaking forces.
Oh, this is aggressive from faveN. This could be a play that wins the round, and Slacks actually gets in there involved. It does come back with that trade from bodyy. They don't know about the backstab from Exercise.
body's going to hold on. Exercise gets his kill as bodyy doubles up onto Spiidi all the same. Double Pony were pushed up against the wall. They do find themselves the round as they fight back against Sprout and equalize on the board.
And the difficult factor there that Sprout faced, Jay, is that lurking from Candles or Rouse just doesn't find any success. He gets picked off by Afro very quickly. Yeah, the entry comes through from faveN out towards ramp onto at least the first connection, and then moving into the backlines to continue doing damage. It's just that there's not enough of a follow-up. You don't have that information on exercise that's coming through from that cave position, and then from there, body's able to assist him. Sprout, money situation's not fantastic here, so they're going to go in for the half investment, use that 2,900 loss bonus into the next to give themselves a full buy.
Just a deco round now for Sprout. Might not leave them with a whole lot into round 15 if they lose out round 14, but at least the buy will come in the next. Exercise set with the AWP up against several players here in main. First one spotted and dead. Nade to the second player should do a pretty decent amount of damage. That's got to 75. And the shot connects with the dead in the end. Bomb dropped in the open. CT's on rotate on mass. Orb still hunting for another good frag back. Unable to make it happen. It's the M4 of Jocko that finds faveN next. bodyy also trying to look ahead of the smokes. Third kill comes in for Exercise. So wonderfully placed for him and his AWP. On for the Quadra. Doesn't quite land it onto Spiidi. As Jocko burns him alive instead, it will be the lead game at Double Pony.
One of the only maps in the pool that Exercise actually gets a secondary AWP. Typically, it's Lucky or even the in-game leader of bodyy from time to time, depending on the setup. But knowing it's Ancient, when you're playing that A-anchor role, as long as you have got a decent AWPing ability behind you and you've got the presence, just continue falling back, holding those crack angles, holding the AWP is a perfect sightline. Double Pony working pretty hard on the city side. I mean, for Sprout, when we saw them play up Ancient against Force, they got 8 rounds on T side. They'd love to be able to replicate that.
Incendiaries and smokes back. bodyy trying to lean forward. Spiidi tagged a little bit. So is faveN with the ball bang sprays, I assume they're from Lucky. Kai and Rolls catching none of that. The flashes forward as bodyy can turn back towards position. Spray up. Damage is being done to bodyy now. Nade's got a return, try and find a way back out, but Rolls dunks him down with a counter nade of his own accord. Afro forced away from mid. Advantage Sprout.
Because they peak so late, he gets nervous of just holding that aggressively, knowing he doesn't have a teammate anymore. Am I going to get swung in by lane, out from that elbow position? And now with the slight util, Sprout is starting to gain some map control into Cheetah. There are a couple of players here that are kind of on one another. I quite like this elevation coming through from Double Pony. Unfortunately, they lose the mid player.
Slacks on Exercise. 2-man advantage gained by Sprout here. Flashes continue to come forward towards that main entrance for Spiidi in particular. Might try force Afro off the line. Those 2 players on the B side defensive though might be everything they need here. The AWP rate to take that one shot, get the kill. Great AWPing so far from the CTs as Afro adds another one to his tally. Spiidi to drop, and Jocko brings in Kai. So a 3v3 situation. Now it's up to his teammate to hold the defensive itself. Lucky gets faveN, rolls out ahead of the smoke, and Lucky doubles up the same. Bomb dropped in the open, and Slacks now needs to clutch a 1 versus 2. At least he has the other CT very far away from rotate. Bomb stuck on the plot, and Lucky doesn't quite deny it. Actually, he does get the kill in the end and bring in the half for Double Pony.
And not getting the bomb plant there really hurts. And for Slacks, you can understand it. He's already hearing those footsteps. Lucky's pressing him. You can't hope to stick that bomb plant, because if you want to win the 1v2, you've got to get off it and look to try and take that fight straight away. The downside is what it does to your economy state. Another tactical timeout coming through. And I really hope that Sprout don't have any concerns in the second half, Jay, because all they're going to have is 1 tactical left.
And it's not been as great a half for Sprout as they like to think it was. It did have a lead at one point, but Double Pony have just fought right back into gain their own control and turn it 9-6 up. As you mentioned, Sprout investing so many resources into this half, meaning that there's only 1 tactical left for the next round, the next half. So they better hope their CT side is solid. On paper, it should be. In reality, that might be put into question here. Force buy-in for round 15, as you would expect. The Galil's on 3, the AK's on 2. No utility for faveN, limited utility across the rest of the board. 1 full set for Rules, and that's it.
Sprout, 6 rounds on T-side still pretty good. This is a team that can really start to drive in the comeback when they get into that city half. And Double Pony, though, it feels as if comfortability is now starting to get found. bodyy aggressing down from mid, portion itself into lane, going quite quickly for the T's.
Smokes up Anishi, nade stack on towards lane, placed well on Rolls and faveN. Incendiary is back as well towards this ramp position. The CTs continue pushing forward. Another nade onto faveN, tagging him at 40 points of health. Lucky looking for wall bangs. It's bodyy that gets the kill for the smoke instead and kicks things off for Double Pony.
A free range aggressive in mid from bodyy, and Lucky obviously in this cheated position. Gets caught off as that smoke starts to dissipate.
Alright, 4v4. He's the AWP as well. Slack still gets the kill on afro. bodyy could not find a responsive. In the end, he does find the trade pipe, but it's responded to immediately the same. A 3v2 as Sprout have gained control of the advantage in this round. Now to gain control of the round itself, Jocko caught at the outside of the smoke. Here at ramp, gotta find Kai. He doesn't find Kai. It's Exercise at a 1v3.
Difficult clutch to try and come through from Exercise. He's been playing incredibly well over towards those A anchor holds, but now he's got to come in and rotate over to that B side. 1v3 setup, bomb getting planted.
Exercise caught off by faveN, out towards Candles, gets that 7th round, makes it as close to half as possible on the T side. As they head to the CT half, things get even better for the German cap.
Yeah. La 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 la. Yeah. Your life hits hard, but I hit right back. I never back down.
Sprout have won 11 out of their past 12 maps here on Ancient J, so I wonder if confidence is shocked or not at all. Double Pony have got the lead up by 1, and going into the pistol round, we're seeing some util come through for Rouse, a kit in play, Double Pony all grouped together to enter into the lane portion.
Well, their default's immediately for this pistol basis here, trying to see if they can recover. Well, there's been a close half. Sprout brought it in at 7 on the T side. And as I mentioned before, on paper, their CT half is the better half. Will that translate into the server now? It's Goosh is down on Spiidi to force him back at 7 HP. Starts out with Double Pony, not quite a kill.
This could be quite retake heavy, really, when you look at the amount of players. There's mid control coming through from Sprout. Spiidi, the only player on B directly. He's probably just going to try and take a couple of pop shots, see if he can stall for as much time as possible. But it's going to have to be the B retake.
Runs some Exercise to join Lucky. bodyy to be that first player out of cave, but Sprout hard rotates back into the B site. The read on this setup is pretty good. Will it be enough to get the defensive itself held together? Smoke down at short. Flashes over. Don't catch anybody. Spiidi sees one player crossing out. Exercise will extend that into the open of the site. Take the engagement. And Spiidi looks for his kills. Bomb will get planted as Lucky finds Slacks' first blood. 5 on 4. Double Pony do lose bodyy in the turn. And now Spiidi faces. Sees Exercise. Sees afro as well. Spams his way forward. Doesn't get the second kill. So afro and Jocko can trade it. Maintain the advantage for Double Pony here. Rules and faveN moving in. Rules in the back site. Afro in a cave. Checking out the ramp control. Is Lucky that gets caught. Rolls with the defuse kit. Still being stuck. Being covered up by one player out towards position, but he gives enough of a pixel to allow Jocko and Afro to get those kills in and gain the pistol round for Double Pony.
Yeah, in case you're wondering, why aren't they fighting? Why aren't they going out towards the bomb site? Well, the bomb's planted for them in cave, so they could just play the 2v2 like that. They'll know straight away that if there's someone getting on that bomb, there's going to be a distraction being pulled, establish those crossfires, break it apart. Sprout not quite able to be able to get that defuse forward. Double Pony getting started on the pistol. But when I look back to how the start of this map fanned out, Jay, I think to myself, we could actually go back and forth for a while with these forces up.
Deagles and Scouts. Sprout forcing forward, facing from Lucky, gets the kill on Spiidi. Starts off on the right foot. He's dealing with one of the 4 sport pistols of the Sprout side, of course, as you would expect at this stage. A forced investment justified by the CT forces. We saw a lot of forces in that previous start of the last half, so might continue down that route, especially if Sprout were able to deny Double Pony.
And the gamble stacking, and this seems to be another on-point read coming through from the Sprout side. Double Pony, how do they deal with the Scout being boosted up in the backline?
I'm hoping he misses the shot, and by doing a little tag towards him in the return. faveN, his Deagle's going to be the bigger thorn in their side. Shot on Lucky, connects that first kill. And bodyy trades back, Slacks to maintain the advantage. Jocko finds faveN at low HP. 2 left standing. Sprays go blind out behind those smokes. There's CT's hiding behind them. Kills will not be gained here by Sprout. Not blind, not in vision. Kai will get Jocko in the end, but at 35 HP, it's still a 2v3.
I need some further spams, need to really crack open some sort of advantage. Rao's getting a smoke down towards that ramp position. We'll siphon off vision, at least for that wraparound play from Exercise. The pressure starts building on bodyy and afro for this first contact.
Smokes. On towards Cave, suppressing 2 players. Exercise already held away at ramp. Forced back by Afro instead. The Mac 10 spray comes up good. Kai now left alone. Flanked in, killed off, low HP, no chance. 10 to the board of Double Pony. As Sprout do not get off on the right foot for this second half. It's pistols in play now for the CT Forces and a hard eco back.
I don't think it's too worrying. Again, T-side gonna have to try and carry the momentum over for Double Pony. If there's anything to keep in mind, I mean, it's probably not what Sprout are thinking at all, but for the viewers, is even if Double Pony sneak away through here on H&J, look what happened in the last series. Both teams want each other's map picks. You got to keep that in the back of your mind.
Mac 10 on body will lean in towards that mid control spot. The majority of the CT presence. The bomb should commit towards B site off the back of that. They're still going to look for the exit frags. Spray lining up for Lucky in particular on Kai and rolls. faveN falls to Afro. And Lucky will make a triple to close out the round pretty easily. Nice attempt from Sprout, but no success really being found. 11-7, rifles out.
And this is where they've got to start bouncing back pretty quickly. Get the AWP in, surround it in with Slacks, get some strong riflers in forward too. For Double Pony, this is probably where they'll look at it as, what are these swing rounds? We win this, we get up to 12, we reset again, even though it's max round loss bonus, money might be a bit scuffed depending on how many players drop, could be looking at a 13-7 kind of scoreline. Pressure being applied with some util down towards mid. Rao's going to get into donut.
Incendiaries and nades back and forth. Lucky trying to lean in with a teammate. Smokes back. Suppress that B doors entrance. Afro with the AWP will try and lean in all the same. Just jump face and look for information. Might spot Slacks with the third jump, but he doesn't want to risk taking the kill against his name though. Join his teammates in this lane default with one lurker exercise out towards the A play. Seems pretty defined as what Double Pony want to do here. They'll take Cave and start to work into the B sites.
Ortville duel going the way of Slacks. It was already pretty aggressive in for Afro to push forward of that smoke in from the doors itself. Bodyy waiting for any further extensions that are going to be coming through, but the CTs hold back, and Slacks looking for more.
Flash in to allow Kai to peek. Catching Jocko, looking for Lucky the same. Awesome lineup. 2v5 now. Barely any damage done to the Sprout side as well. It's looking good for the defensive forces. At least Bodyy can get that one responsive as he peeks in on Kai, drops him. And now Exercise starts working into Candles. Could cut off the rotator of faveN. That might allow a line into the A bomb site, depending on how well they can do with rolls. But faveN does not commit wholeheartedly to that B site play.
And timing's going to be everything for this wrap into A. There needs to be enough of a distraction being pulled away from Bodyy to open up the backstab individual of faveN looking into A and not looking into this backstab. It's difficult to time with 20 seconds on the clock.
Exercise making noise, drawing attention away from Donut, and gets the kill against faveN for it. All left to Rawls now in at main. Bomb should it get planted? Will he swing out to Zanaya? I don't think he's going to get there in time. Spinning now out towards CT. Sees Exercise. Exercise gets away with another kill. Now there are 2 versus 2. They still got that backstabbing player in towards main. Rawls undetected can finally finish off Exercise and leave it all on Bodyy. Bomb planted back to the corner in the open for him. Working in a sight, spots out Rolls, brings in 2 kills to his name, and jump face and look for Slacks, his own AWP set in position. AWP v AWP battle, and it's one out by Bodyy, who recovers the round for Double Pony. What a clutch!
Oh, well played to come in for Bodyy, but at the same time, I've got to start criticizing Sprout with the way they played that round. First of all, for Rao's, he's too wide on the angle, Jay. He's got no way in of denying that bomb. And then for Spiidi, rather than just waiting for a teammate to back him up to push through that CT smoke, he goes in individually and could have even waited a hair of a 2-3 fractions of a seconds longer for Rao's to make that peak to pull the distraction over. Sprout careless on that retake, and because of it, Double Pony punish.
Extend their lead by 5 rounds. A stellar start to the T side for them. Hell of a way to gain momentum. Spiidi at least finds that 1 kill with the 5-7 in hand. faveN SMG will find Bodyy as well. Onto the A site, looking for Afro next. Damage being done by Slacks, who sneaks in with a bit of support. 2 left standing. Something just like this. Sprout turn on a bit of a switch that finds confidence. Just pistols via the rifles. The last 2 players now known to the CT forces. Slacks forced away at 32 points of HP. Joker gets caught by Spiidi on the flank. Rotating in all the way out towards CT spawn. Exercise 10 HP to get this round together. It's not going to happen. A steal comes in from Sprout.
Much better coming through there from Sprout. Being able to be quite coordinated in the nature. The 5-7, being able to pick up that first fight over towards the B side. And then from there, you can see the pressure being applied from that MP9. And they have the idea and the information that Afro is sitting there waiting for the jiggle, waiting to take that shot out. And with that distraction play in mind, they bring Slacks to sort of be the one underneath to go under the barrel of the AWP to take that contact. Sprout stealing an 8th.
One that can enable them to get started now on CT side at last. The guns brought back by the Sprout side, as you would expect. Double Pony having troubles with their economy game. 2 AKs, 1 Galil, 2 Deagles. Kai shoulder baiting to look for information to smoke off that ramp control as soon as he sees Jocko here in the boost. Shot baited. And that's just a press.
He's actually slight delayed with that smoke because he's kind of waiting to see, am I going to get any nades over the top? Am I going to hear any follow-up footsteps? So I need to get it down immediately. But that will stall for the moment. Even in mid for Sprout, they went aggressive. They got Slacks with the AWP looking into elbow. They had Rouse in donut, and nothing's being presented at all. Double Pony have everyone in lane. So that's actually going to bring the rotation over for the AWP to keep 3 on B.
Molotov's in on Double Pony will try to drive Kai out of the way. Small amount of HP damage being done towards him as Jocko takes the fight and loses it. Exercise with the tray. Rotations inbound by faveN and Spiidi with the AWP. Slacks is right behind him here. It's short. Overwhelmed. Exercise can double up to a 3 versus 3. The bomb could be planted, but bodyy gets out of the way before the smoke can clear. So Slacks can't deny the plant just yet. Did see his head as he crossed to the right-hand side. And as Count smokes in, his Afro will catch that AWP man. It's the 2 AKs of Rules and 4. faveN who will lean forwards into that B-side play. bodyy's even going to rejoin his teammate back towards lane as they set up a flank angle towards this ramp control. Diffuse not being stuck. Kits on both individuals. They're hunting desperately to catch the pick against Afro. The Double Pony have repositioned for it now. Afro's going to get out of dodge. Smokes down. Lucky gets the kill through the smoke. faveN with 1 pick. Tap the bomb again. Trying to force Afro out for the second. Not even going to happen against bodyy. 13-8. Immediate response from Double Pony.
And that's going to really hurt the economy long term. And, I mean, do we even have long term in the conversation? 13 rounds up for Double Pony. They're getting close to closing out this map, and they're really showing up on T-side. They've got some pretty good protocols. Their strats are on point. The crossfires are really good too. I love the way that they stall in the post plant, that they've got so much cave intent, but then, all right, let's rotate players back out to ramp. Let's jump over the smoke just to make sure that no one's onto the bomb. The way that Afro was able to deal with the AWPer, who was already doing damage of Slacks over in that left-hand side to the back of the side. Double AWPs coming through from faveN and Slacks. Things have got to turn around quickly for Sprout.
Double Pony taking their tactical pause in this one. Figuring out how they can continue momentum and deny Sprout another good round. They have the double AWP set up. They have the buyback, and surely Double Pony should have a read on this economy state. 5 rounds to the difference still. Sprout. A lot of work that needs to be done here, and the CT side has not been as dominant as we expect it to be here. Incendiary is out. We'll try and force bodyy back at elbow. So good start in utility placement at least.
It doesn't help that you don't win pistol. You win finally a rifle round, or at least an eco, really, and then lose the rifle round. This just kind of puts the economy all in a weird state. The spam coming through from bodyy. He was right there in elbow into cheetah. All right, not bad at all.
He picks up the start, so it works for them. Molotov's in, try and block any aggression from the CT forces. I think one of them might have missed out there from the Double Pony side. They won't gain mid control for it. That much is certainty. 2 players in cheetah. Rolls and Kai. Crossfire locked for Double Pony. Might not even face them directly. They might just go up ramp.
And for me, Jay, Double Pony win this round. They win the map. I can't really see a way back in when you're 13-8 down for Sprout. And looking at the setup that no one is on B, that the only 2 B players are aggressive in cheetah, if there is a ramp contact or walk up with a bomb plant coming in, Sprout might not even retake. They might just try and save onto their weapons.
I mean, I concur with you on that front. Like, just to Sprout, knowing that they haven't got any money in the bank, knowing that the CD side might be down to eco in the next round, just hold on to the weapons and Double Pony to take this one. If they remove all weapons from play, it probably leads to a 15-8, maybe even further than that. Sprout being smart about this will keep their weapons. They'll concede the next round back to Double Pony. But their effort is the long-term game.
Oh, they're going for the late retake. They're going for this, Jay.
Ooh. Not sure I like this, honestly. They do catch bodyy through the walls. That's one good frag. Doko with his kill back to return it. Afro deals a faveN, and that's why I don't like it, because Double Pony have the lockdown potential, and they lock out them out of the B site. Slacks to escape. AWP in hand. 1v4. It's 14 to the board, and Sprout just lost all their save potential.
I can understand it to an extent. Slack's just holding on to the AWP, trying to swing in from Donut. Does that find any success, or bullets coming close? The reason for that is you've got, what, Kai and Rouse, who are the cheater players. They can't get out of there. If they go cave, they're into the bomb site. They go lane, they know B site's been compromised. There's probably a lurk in main. They don't have any information. So what do those two guys do? Did, like, the A players just save, and then Rouse and Kai hope to brute force out some jewels in lane? I can understand why those two guys for it. And I guess you think to yourself, well, if two are going to go for it, we might as well all go for it.
Reinvest for Sprout. Smokes on the Molotov to Slacks will already do some damage without contact. Double Pony have found the start in the round, unbeknownst to them. All 5 players of this T side are leaning towards main as well. Sprout have got to force the issue. They've got to force back around. Get this one under wraps. Smoke's going down early on towards the CT entrance and at Candles. Onto the donut position will get smoked off. The one player that they have to deal with is at Temple. faveN also mollied away. Flashbang in, does not catch him blind. Lucky catches him dead instead. Slack's going to have to respond alongside Kai, getting lucky to the 4 versus 3. HP down on Jocko, could leave an angle in for Sprout. They've got to win these fights. They've got to deny the bomb plant, or just got to go for the retake.
Jocko's holding. He can't over-aggress. He's so damn low. He's waiting for the CTs to come to him. Bodyy up into the Temple position. They're just trying to see if they can find some space to get the bomb down.
Jocko thinking of a move forward, might just create some space for his teammate to get the bomb to the cross and get the plant down. Safe in the corner, rolls, swings. Afro there with the trade spots, a couple more, but Kai swings out fast enough to deny the bomb plant, and Slacks will finish off the job by winning the AWP battle against Afro. An all-important round for Sprout, back within 5. Momentum swing is with them.
And they had to put intent onto that round before the bomb went down, because they didn't have any kits, and you're light on util. So that's why the setup is, let's get players into Temple, let's fight on the bomb side, let's try and make sure we mimic as much aggression duels on A as possible, just because if that bomb goes down, it's going to be awkward.
Shot does not connect for Slacks out towards the mid controls. The pistols do rush their way forward for Double Pony. faveN looking for Lucky, spraying manically, missing every bullet. Oh no, he's right. A 5v3 rules. Gets picked up by Jocko. Oh god. Not like this, Jocko! A full-on quadra picked up for him! It's Spiidi by fall to bodyy next. He does find that exit, but surely he's hungry for the ace.
Oh my goodness, you never see Jocko on the AWP either. It's just that it got dropped as his feet over that kill from Slacks, and he runs through the first clock, 3 with the orb. Jocko on the eco round. Sprout. Oh, what a slap in the face that is. How frustrating that must be. And even Spiidi, his M4 might drop depending on how much intent there is here from Lucky on this cave position.
This is just the worst way. The worst way to lose a map point.
Jeez.
I think it's over. I mean, how do you recover off that?
Even the mental reset's tough, right? Losing a round like that. There's not even Kevlar, nades, a couple of upgrades. I mean, it was a Glock with the first weapon that Jocko had. My goodness. What an incredible steal. And for Double Pony, now the job just gets so much easier, Jay. It's 1 more to go, and you've ruined the buy for Sprout. There's 3 for Masters going into round 26.
Unreal. They're trying to force forward once again. Kai, in particular, leaning out towards Ramp. He's got his teammate in a cheater. He's looking out towards window, evading the T-side contact for now. Kai could be the one guy that turns things around here. If he can catch the 2 players here at lane. The bomb's making its way in towards the main control, though, and is lucky that finds the first.
And now pressure starts building on some of these A-site players to just look for information, see what's going on. You've got the aggressive starts in from Spiidi and for mid. He doesn't have a lot of support other than faveN that's playing out from Donut. Double Pony, Even though they're putting intent down towards B, the bomb and co is still outside of A main.
And force players back over towards this B side of the rotation. There's only one man of Slacks in the back of the boxes. His body walks forward, does get picked up by Rules, blinded. Lucky also engaged upon, and now the real fights begin. Slacks gets that 1 kill on Jocko, getting a bit of revenge back for his quadrant in the last round, but it's traded by Exercise to a 3v3. Bomb down, 40 seconds from the win here for Double Pony, but faveN gets the advantage back. Exercise has fallen, Afro and Lucky to hold it.
Lucky's going to take some time to get into a good position, so pressure goes down onto the AWP to deliver.
I'm in the open, the smokes are on it. Second re-smoke comes in, Afro. Gotta take a blind shot, now! Missing it, that's it! Spray does not connect for Lucky, at least Afro gets away with an exit. But Sprout will maintain a lifeline.
That's a way in. Smoke onto the bomb, get it defused, and for Sprout, just hope you're not getting spammed up. And knowing that Lucky was low HP, really took a while to get into position, you're going up against an AWP. And if you're trying to stick a defuse against an AWP with a smoke, that's an easier chance than when you're up against an AK or an M4A1S. A Sprout trying to see if they can narrow the margin. Double Pony, though, it's still one to go. 5 in a row Sprout need if they want to try and take it to OT.
Nades in. Molotov's back. Lucky into lane is going to be evading Spiidi, and Spiidi will not see him either. Tag damage was heard. Lucky should be aware of what's around this corner. Just waiting for him to face, waiting for him to give up the fight, not the other way around. Looking at elbow, Spiidi forces forward. Taken out immediately. Swing back with a flashbang supportive. Does get caught by Kai. 4v4.
That's an important pick back, because otherwise that just opens up the B rush. As soon as you get a couple of picks in from lane, Rouse is still sitting here in from candles. When the smoke starts to bloom, Double Pony might just keep eyes on to see if there's a jiggle or some sort of overextension. And I've seen Kai. Seen him with the boost. That's a lovely pick coming through for bodyy.
An advantage now gained here by Double Pony. 4v3 Exercise does get forced back away from main. Aware of at least positions being held and contact being established by a Sprout in several areas of the maps. Falls in towards Candles, dealt with by Afro, the AWP with body support. 2 left standing. faveN needs to get these trades. Spots one. I think he's seen the second player as well. Will swing back, catch Afro. Bodyy could also get caught in a reload. No, the USP closes the sequence and Slack closes the round. Another survival clutch held together by Sprout.
That whole play comes down to one individual, and that's faveN in from Donut. Yeah, Slack's on the bomb site. He's keeping eyes to see what kind of walkout is coming through from main and ends up finding a pick, but it's really that impact moment. Couple of kills being shut down in and around the Donut position. The AWP scoped on the left-hand side rather than the right. He's able to swing on the contact, go over to the USP, and Sprout, they're hanging in here.
Pistol's facing, rolls SMG, swings upon. Should be able to mow them down here in the lane position. The nades and incendiaries. Actually, no, not quite as well placed for Spiidi. Done their damage though, Jocko and Afro, less than 50 HP. Continue watching for contest here. The flashes will go forward. Jocko will take face. Kai will take him down.
Just remember, the 15th round that came through for Double Pony was off the back of an eco. So Sprout need to just keep themselves level-headed, not continue to overextend, not get too hungry for some of the frags. Exercise with the Glock out from mid, not really finding anything. And Afro getting dropped. That's 2 players falling in ramp now.
Kai finds Bodyy next, tags him. Spiidi that gets him the kill. Double up for his own part of the M4, 2 left standing. Kai looking for double against Exercise. Baited the forward, but Kai wins out the fight regardless, and Lucky's got no chance against the SMG. All 5 alive. Sprout bringing in the 12th, bringing in the comeback. 3 to go. Double Pony. They have guns now.
And they've really got 2 rounds to close. You've got here on 28, round 29 with the loss bonus and a bomb plant. Maybe there's a buy, but still it's stretching it. So you're kind of looking at a perfect buy, round 28 and round 30, where you're going to have all the nicks and crannies just to be able to get the full money forward. Sprout. Bringing in at least momentum, and this is finally positions of, in this second half, that they've actually strung rounds together.
Facing Jocko again, leads the charge up towards that mid control. Spiidi can trade back too, though. Bodyy and Jocko falling in turn. And Kai up, okay, closer burst him against Lucky. Lucky gonna catch him at the edge of the smoke. 3v3, gained by Double Pony. Rules start to lean out towards the A site now here, seeing the smokes coming in. Exercise revealing his position. Body block will reveal Rules' angle. It won't stop the smoke from landing.
Jeez. Double Pony have got so much deep map control. Exercise has got full A control. There's still a lurker lucky. I wonder if they get the bomb down on A and then he just comes out really late on B, or Exercise comes through to City Spawn. Are they going to bring that bomb over to B? They've got so many options here, Jay.
The concern is going to be that donut angle because there's 2 players up there. Smokes on being set up by Lucky, going to indicate that there is some sort of playback. But the AWP pushes and Slacks now has all he needs to work with. Rules have to get counter backstab by Exercise. Should extend it a bit further to go towards that B site, remove that AWPer. Now look to remove Spiidi. It's not going to happen. Afro now with the swing out. Needs to get Spiidi to get that spray turn back towards the entrance, but Rules will get the pick back. No bomb plant for Double Pony. It's 13 now. Sprout continuing to catch up.
And then you look at that round, the way that it gets slowed down, Jay, and you think to yourself, is that just searching for too much? Is it just, dumbing it down, maybe would have found more success there, grouping together as a unit? Instead, you've got Exercise who's really deep in City Spawn. He gets back into Temple, and then you've got an A player trying to pull a distraction where they could have just brute forced some of the jewels in. Doesn't quite happen. Sprout have got another lifeline to work with.
Lifeline after lifeline, half buy involved for Double Pony. It's the Tech 9 body that does find faveN. Pick up that first player on the A defensive. Seems to be a fast tactic again. It's one of the last pistol bases. Slacks gonna burn and get killed off. Body turns that M4 into a pick and a man advantage. Rules can't see Jocko in the midst of the flames. The body set perfectly to make it a triple. Not again. Another fast play in from the teams, and it might work out to win the map outright. Jocko with a flank. Spiidi's seen, caught by Afro's orb. Kai alone out towards main. He won't clutch this.
Oh my goodness, Double Pony with another steal, Jade. It's an eco round again. Kai coming in from A main will at least be able to drop that first player. Look to see if he could follow up with any more than that, but time is definitely a mitigating factor. He needs to get this smoke onto the bomb and just stick it. There's so many T's still alive, can't find the fight. 16 to 13, the Frenchman pulling forward. I don't know what to say here, Jay. 2 ecos. Got 1 to get them over the line. How do you even describe that? Jocko with a Glock ends up with a 4K with an AWP, and then Body, Tech 9. I don't know.
It is so silly when you think of